Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com. Tonight from Englewood High School, it is a Colorado 7 League game between the Englewood Pirates and your Fort Morgan Mustangs. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the broadcast tonight. Brian Nickel with Claudia Nickel here. Julie Garcia running the boards for us back at Fort Morgan tonight. As they're getting ready to get going here, the Fort Morgan starting lineup is brought to you by Cargill Beef. Cargill Beef is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. Starting for the Mustangs tonight, 6-foot sophomore Grayson Garver, 6'5" sophomore Trey McBride, 6-foot junior Austin Breidenbach, 5'11" senior Nate Gertner, and 6'1" junior Tate Kimball. Tip is won by the Fort Morgan Mustang. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for you? Call Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote. So first basket of the game goes to Tate Kimball on their first possession. Englewood looks to get their offense set up here. Shot is going to be up and good by Cecil Ondak, a 6'4" senior. Trey McBride up and under, but comes up a little bit short. Now the Pirates hustle the ball down. Ondak all the way down, and his left-handed layup is up and no good. Saved in the corner, but to the Mustangs, and Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball will jump from the right side, is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. Up for the 2 is McBride. 4-2 Fort Morgan. So we just get underway here. Now they're going to have a, do they call a foul, or if he's just out of bounds? They just said he was forced. He was ended up stepping out of bounds. So turnover by the Englewood Pirates. Garver to bring the ball up across half court, gets it off to Breidenbach out on the high left wing. Head fake into the lane, drives it all the way down. He goes up for the shot, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. So that'll send Austin to the line to shoot 2. And we'll see if we can get that. That will be on Jonathan Schroeder, his first. Team first. Breidenbach's free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Since it was a shooting foul, he will get a second. That free throw is up and good for Breidenbach. Brazil gets the ball up court. Ondak for a 3, and that is off the back of the rim and no good. Tipped around and finally taken by McBride. He hustles it up the court. Gets it out to Garver for a 3 from the top, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Brazil. Almost taken away in the back court by McBride, but the Pirates come away with it with Ondak out at the high right wing. Now the nice block from behind, but it's still going to be controlled by the. Oh, going to be a steal in the front court. Layup is up and good for Austin Breidenbach. Stepped right in front of that cross court pass. Mustangs up 7-2. Now a 3 from that left side is going to be up and good by Schroeder. Net is flipped, so they're going to get it taken care of, and Trey jumps up there and takes care of that. So the Mustangs to inbounds far into the court, up 7-5 after that 3 by Schroeder. Garver being guarded out at the point by Moore. Now a 3 from the far side is up and no good. Rebounded though by Breidenbach. He goes up strong. Nice job there by Austin for another bucket. 5 points on the night for Breidenbach. Puts the Mustangs up 9-5. On deck underneath, and that shot is up and in. And that is by Isaiah Kovac. Shot up and no good by Garver. Rebounded by Ondak. Gets it into the hands of Brazil out at the point. Now off to Moore. Moore drives it down. It's going to be tipped. Nope, it was not tipped. It was out of just not a good pass back out to the side. So turnover by the Pirates as the Mustangs are up 9-7 with 5 minutes to go here in this first period. Trey gets it out to Garver. Garver has it tipped away momentarily. Nate Gertner gets it back now to Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball, the head fake, drives the baseline. His shot is going to be blocked by Ondak. Ondak is they're going to call a foul, but it looked like it should have been a travel for the shot. They're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan, and that will go on Trey to be his first, team first. Gherkin into the game for Garver. Was not on the shot. So Englewood to inbounds, right baseline of their basket to get it into Kovac. Now out to Moore. Kovac back with it, now up high to Schroeder as they work the ball out around the perimeter. Moore backs it out to the point, gives it off to Schroeder over on the left wing, guarded by Gherkin. Now they get it to Ondak. He's being guarded by Breidenbach.
Let's go, CC, let's go.
Nice defense here by the Mustangs, 9-7 with 4 minutes to go here, first period, Fort Morgan. Englewood almost taken away by Tate Kimball, and it is taken away by Tate Kimball this time. He's going to go up for the layup, but he is fouled from behind on the layup. And I believe that is Mason Moore with the foul. Be his first, team second. That will send Tate Kimball to the line to shoot two. Tate Kimball up and good for the first free throw. 3 points on the night for Kimball. As the Pirates get their people to fill in in the lane. Second shot is up and good for Kimball. 4 points on the night for Kimball. Morgan up 11-7.
Let's go, Monte
Monte Hayes has come in for the Pirates. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. Colbroth also in for the Pirates. Now dunk as Trey McBride drives it down the right side and puts it up and in. Now a three is going to be taken from the far side and rebounded by McBride. Get the ball up quickly now. McBride's going to stop and pop for a three from the top, and that's off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. Now Kimball for a three from the right. That's going to be short. Going to be rebounded by Colbroth. Colbroth is going to try to drive it all the way down, and he's going to be fouled on the layup, and that will go against Tate Kimball, his first. So Colbroth will go to the line to shoot a pair. Colbroth on the year is shooting 59%, 13 of 22. And that free throw is off the front of the rim and rolls off. Connor Shaver into the game for Breidenbach. 5 points on the night for Breidenbach as he takes a seat here with 3:03 to go, first period. Mustangs lead 13-7. Rebound, Colbroth gets his own rebound out the side and drives it in and gets the bucket after missing both free throws. 13-9. Now a foul on that far side as Tate Kimball goes up for the shot. So Kimball will go back to the line to shoot two more where he was just 2 of 2 just a minute ago. So 2:50 left here in this first period of play as Tate Kimball lines up for the free throw, and it is up and good for Kimball. Kimball on the year is shooting 59% from the free throw line. So far 100% tonight. That one is up and also good for Kimball. 6 points on the night for Kimball. 4 free throws and 1 basket. Ball is going to be almost tipped away by Fort Morgan, but controlled by Colbroth. Now a three from the far side is going to be up and good by Peyton Martinez. Shot from the far end is going to be up and good by Gherkin. A 3 for Gherkin. Englewood gets their offense set up here with Colbreth, drives it down the right side, and his layup is going to be up and no good. But they did call a charge on Colbreth as Connor Shaver stood his ground and took the charge. So that will be Colbreth's first. Be Colbreth's second. 14 fouls on Englewood, 2 on Fort Morgan, with Mustangs leading by 6, 18-12. It's 2:05 to go here in this first period. Nate Gertner on the left side to pass it back out to Kimball. Goes through his hands, but he retrieves it. Gertner now on the far side to Gherkin. Gertner gets the ball back, and it's going to be off of the hands and out of bounds on the far side. Went through the hands of Breidenbach as he has come back in, and Trey McBride has taken a seat for the Mustangs. McBride with 4 points on the night. Breidenbach comes back in with 5. Derek Bain getting ready to check in for the Mustangs on the next dead ball. Far side is Monte Hayes now up top to Martinez. Hayes drives it down the left side, and his layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. Gherkin's off to Kimball. Now Kimball does pick it up and rolls out, and no good for Tate Kimball as Edward Hahn of the Pirates gets that rebound. A 6'7" sophomore. Free throw is up and no good by Ondak. Rebounded by Shaver. Breidenbach down the right side, and his layup is going to be up and no good. No foul call, and they said it's off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. So Derek Bain to come in, and Nate Gertner will take a seat here with 1:04 left here in this first period. They get the ball into Ondak, now over on the far side to Martinez. Martinez gets the ball back, now up top to Hayes as he drives it all the way down and up and no good. Rebounded by by Gherkin. Picks up his dribble, now gets it off to Tate Kimball. Out high at the point, under 40 seconds here left in this first period. The Mustangs up 18-12. Derek Bain for a 3 from the far side is up and no good. Rebounded by Shaver. Gherkin steps back for the 3, and that is up and no good. Rebounded, and it's going to be finally taken away by the Englewood Pirates, and layup is up and no good. They're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan, and that is going to go against Connor Shaver, his first, team third. Englewood to inbounds, right baseline of their basket, as the ref is checking on Monte Hayes as he had gone down to the floor. You get the ball into Hahn in the corner, now back to Ondak. Ondak's little jumper is going to be up and good. 4 points on the night for Ondak. Kimball now gets the ball up across half court with 8 seconds left as he dribbles it all the way down. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds driving under the basket with 3.5 seconds. The Mustangs up 4, 18-14. As Fort Morgan will put on the full court press here to end this first period. It's going to be tipped away and out of bounds, though, by Connor Shaver. So the Pirates will inbounds near side, about three-quarter court, as Martinez looks to get the ball in. They get it in, but Shaver's going to take it away again and off out of bounds once again. So 1.1 second left here as his press is working like it's supposed to, as the Pirates can get the ball in. Now they do get the ball in, and that shot, if it goes in, would have counted. So at the end of one, the Mustangs up 18-14 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Englewood High School is the start of the second period. The Englewood Pirates will have first possession here. Mustangs leading 18-14 as we get this second period underway. They get the ball into Brazil. Ondak out high, back to Brazil. They're going to lob to him, up and good is the lob to Brazil, or to Ondak, excuse me. Cuts that lead to 2, 18-16. Link into the game now for the Mustangs as he throws it off the knee and out of bounds off of Schroeder. So Fort Morgan to inbounds, far corner right of the basket. So Tate Kimball is taking a seat now for the Mustangs as Link comes in. Trey McBride on the left side. Now back out to Garver as he has also come back in. Garver's layup is up and off the front of the rim and no good. Rebound is going to be taken away and finally into the hands of Ondak. Fort Morgan can't get the ball to go down even up close. The ball to Moore. Handed off to Ondak for a three from the right side is up and no good. Deep rebound taken by the Pirates. Ball now up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. He brings the ball up court. Stops and gives it to Garver. Gets it back to McBride as Garver almost went in the back court. Now McBride's pass is going to be taken away by Kovac, and they get it into the hands back to Schroeder. And that shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Link. He gets it into the hands of Garver. Mustangs still up only 2, 18-16. Garver now with it out at the point. See, they're going to have a foul called. Looked like they're going to say it was a shooting foul, I believe. And that is going to be on Ondak. Be his first. So Grayson Garver to the line to shoot 2. Garver's first free throw is up and good. Garver on the year is shooting at 55%. So far, Fort Morgan has only missed one free throw tonight. And that was by Breidenbach in that. Now that one was up and no good. Tipped around and finally taken away by Kovac. Tipped out of bounds from Kovac from behind. So Englewood will retain possession with 6:17 to go here. First half, the Mustangs up 19-16. Brazil being guarded by Gertner. Schroeder now out to Ondak out at the right wing, being guarded by Breidenbach. Kicks it out now to Mason Moore, and his shot is up and no good. Rebounded into the corner by McBride. Now to Breidenbach. Garver is going to be called for the travel on the little head fake. So Link will come out. Tate Kimball comes into the game for the Mustangs. Still only a 3-point lead here, 19-16. Englewood.
Let's go, Brock. Hey, let's go, Englewood. Make something happen.
On the year is averaging 50 points in league. Ondak now, a little jumper from the right side is up and no good. Rebound and tipped around and is going to be taken by Garver. And a foul after the play, and that is going to be on Jonathan Schroeder, his second, team 6th. As Englewood makes a couple of substitutions. Garver to bring the ball up court, gets it to Gertner. Gertner out high now to Tate Kimball at the free throw line. Tate Kimball drives it in, now kicks it back out to Garver. He's going to get it to Kimball over on the right side. Kimball's little jumper from the right baseline is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride, and it will count as he puts it up and in, and he is fouled on the shot. And that foul will go against Brock Brazil, his first. McBride with 4 points on the night, or 6 points now, trying for number 7. His first free throw attempt tonight. That is up and good by McBride. 22-16 Fort Morgan with 5:11 to go here in this first half. Brazil gets it off to Hayes out at the point. And gets across court to Morris. He drives it down. Layup is going to be up and good for Moore. His first bucket of the night. Shot is going to be up and blocked as Nate Gertner was taking it up on the right side. Blocked out of bounds by Hayes. So Tate Kimball looks to get the ball in. Gets it finally into Garver out at the three-point line. Now Breidenbach takes a three, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by Hayes. Now as they get it up to Brazil, in the hands of Ondak, cross court to Kovac over on the left wing. Hayes out at the left point now. Ondak with it at the elbow, backs it back out for the three, and that is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by McBride. 5 rebounds on the night for McBride. Tate Kimball drives it in, kick it back out now to Garver out on the left wing. Drives it into the free throw line, and his shot is up and no good. Gets his own rebound. Tipped away from him, and it's going to be taken away by Moore. As he gets it, then they call a timeout. So we'll see if it's just a 30-second timeout. So we will just keep it right here for right now. So Fort Morgan not shooting the ball real well at the moment. Some of our sponsors for us here tonight: Colorado Plains Medical Center. Accidents and illness strike day and night, and every second counts. As a Level 3 trauma center, Colorado Plains Medical Center is ready to handle any type of emergency. AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't settle for just any old frozen water. Get AC Ice. You can find it at any local grocery or convenience store near you. MCHS. Farmers Insurance Agency. Brenda Robinette, your farmer's agent, will work to provide unique, customized coverage at an affordable price. 522-1341. The Pirates bring the ball up court into the front court, get it into the hands of Moore. Ball is taken away by Breidenbach. Not a good pass. They tried to give and go. Now over to Gertner out on the high right wing. Now to Garver. Now to Kimball. Kimball now to McBride. McBride ends up with a double dribble. Ends up coming out of his hand.
Hey, good work, Englewood.
So Fort Morgan up only 4, 22-18.
Let's go.
So you get the ball into the hands of Brazil with 3:46 to go here. First half is
Eyes up, boys.
shot is going to be up and blocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan. So Drew Gherkin to come in for Nate Gertner. Oop, not going to be Nate. It's going to be Grayson Garver that's going to go to the bench. Is Englewood will inbound right baseline of their basket. 17 fouls on the Pirates, 3 on Fort Morgan as they get the ball into the hands of Brazil out on the left wing. Now over to Hayes as they try to do a weave. Now more into the lane. He gets it off to Kovac. And they're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan, and that will be on Breidenbach underneath. Be his first. So Martinez into the game for Kovac for the Pirates as he will inbounds right baseline of their basket with 3:26 to go. Only a 4-point lead here for the Mustangs. Cross court to Hayes. Hayes gets the ball back, drives it down the left side. Now that shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. His pass down court, though, is going to be taken away by Moore. Now his pass is going to be taken away and then come back to Fort Morgan will retain it. Breidenbach's shot is going to be up and good from the right side. Nice hustle by Austin Breidenbach. 6-point lead here for the Mustangs, 24-18. 3 from the corners up and no good. Rebounded by Kimball. And he gets it up to Breidenbach. Breidenbach's layup is up and no good. Looks like he slipped, but he gets his own rebound back. Trey McBride now from the elbow as his shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. They're going to call Gherkin for the double dribble. So turnover by the Mustangs as the Pirates make a change here in their lineup. Brazil gets it up into the front court, being guarded by Gertner now. He hands it off to Moore out on that left wing. Up top two, Hayes being guarded by Gherkin. Now a steal by the Mustangs. And once they get the ball taken away, the Mustangs will call a timeout. It's only a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. So these teams, both in the Colorado 7 League, of course. The Englewood Pirates come in 0-6 in league. Fort Morgan is leading this Colorado 7 League with a 6-0 mark. Followed up by Vista Peak at 5-1, Skyview at 4-2, Weld Central and Fort Lupton each at 3-3, Elizabeth 2-4, Alameda at 1-5, then Englewood at the end 0-6. So Fort Morgan 2 inbounds in front of the scorers table mid-court as they get the ball into Gertner. Gertner back to Gherkin, back to Gertner. Kimball out to Gherkin to Gertner. Cross court to Gherkin. That shot is going to be up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Tate Kimball. His little jumper is up and off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gherkin. Nice strong rebound by Gherkin. Now a foul on the other side by Moore as he was trying to get the ball, but he grabbed Tate Kimball. So that will be Moore's second. So that will send Kimball back to the line for a 1-1. So Connor Shaver back into the game for Gertner. Tate Kimball so far is 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. Taken away and by Breidenbach. Kimball back to Breidenbach out at the left point. Ball is going to be tipped away and taken away by Moore. Now to Ondak. Ondak's going to drive it all the way down. His layup is up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on the layup. And that will go on Drew Gherkin, his first. So Ondak to go to the line to shoot 2. With 1:39 left here in this first half. First free throw is up, rolls around, and goes in for Ondak. As he will get free throw number 2. That is up and also good for Ondak. 4-point lead here by the Mustangs, 24-20. Gherkin now out at the point, gets it off to Shaver. Back to Gherkin to Shaver. 2-3 zone defense here by Englewood. Finally get it to McBride at the baseline. He goes up and under. Cannot get a basket though as it rolls in and then comes back out again. Now to Moore. Gets it out to Hayes. Now a 3 from the left side is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. Now to Shaver. He saves it inbounds, but he is going to be fouled down on the baseline. And that foul is going to go on Brazil, be his second. Team 9th. So that will send Connor Shaver to the line for the 1-1. Connor Shaver on the year does make his first. Shaver on the year is shooting at 48%, 10 of 21. But does make his first, 25-20 Fort Morgan. That next free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Derek Bain has come into the game for the Mustangs. Pass over into the corner to Culbreth. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Bain. He looks to get the ball out, gets it into the hands of Kimball. Under a minute here in this first period or first half. Mustangs up 25-20. Derek Bain layup is up and no good. Almost went in, but Ondak with the rebound as they get the ball into the hands of Brazil. Now over to Culbreth out at the high left wing. Now cross court to Moore. Now to Kovac. 19 seconds as the Englewood Pirates look to pass this ball around. They get the ball back into the hands of Moore out at the high right wing, being double teamed. Now it's going to be taken away by Tate Kimball. So he gets it into the hands of McBride, and he goes up for the dunk. McBride makes it 27-20 right here at the end of this first period. That three was up and no good at the end by Englewood. So Fort Morgan ends it with a stuff by McBride, 27-20 here at halftime on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Englewood High School, minute 30 left here in this halftime. Last year the Fort Morgan boys won here at Englewood 56-48 and won at Fort Morgan 78-52. Fort Morgan is 6-0 against the Pirates since 2013. Last year, combined totals, Tate Kimball had 20 points in 2 games. Trey McBride had 21 points and 20 rebounds as a freshman in the 2 games last year. Elsewhere in the Colorado 7 League tonight, Vista Peak is at Fort Lupton, Skyview is at Alameda, and Elizabeth is at Weld Central. Fort Morgan is coming in off of a loss last Saturday to Platte Valley, so they look to get their winning ways going here as they get back into the Colorado 7 League. After tonight's game, they will be at Skyview on Friday. Then they will be home to Roosevelt on Saturday, and then at Vista Peak next Tuesday, and then home to Fort Lupton on the 5th of February. So as we get ready to start this second half of play, as both teams are coming out onto the court, Fort Morgan will have possession here to start this second half as they are up 27-20. Tate Kimball now a lob, but that is going to be Breidenbach here in the corner, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by Kovac. You get it into the hands of Brazil. He gets it back out to Kovac out at the high right point. Ball is going to be taken away by Breidenbach. Gets it into the hands of Tate Kimball. His layup is up and no good. Rebounded up by McBride, and he puts it up and in for the 2 points. Now layup by Ondak is up and good. 10 points on the night for Ondak. He is their leading scorer. Leading scorer for the Mustangs is McBride with 11. McBride now drives it all the way down. His little jumper is up and no good. Gets his own rebound, and that shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach, and he goes up with the shot, and he is fouled. So Breidenbach will go to the line to shoot 2. He has 7 points on the night. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So his first free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. Mustangs still lead 7, 29-22 with 7 minutes left here in the third period. Next free throw is up and good for Breidenbach. 8 points on the night for Austin. It's Fort Morgan now with the full court pressure. Drew Gherkin starts this second half, and Garver stays on the bench. So a foul on the rebound. Nice strong rebound there by Drew Gherkin. And that foul is going to go on Schroeder. It will be his third. So Tate Kimball to bring the ball up court, going to be met at half court by Brazil. It's going to be tipped away from Kimball and out of bounds. Fort Morgan will retain possession at midcourt, leading by 8, 30-22. Gets it into the hands of Gertner, now to Gherkin, back to Gertner. Gertner for a 3, and that is up and good for 3 by Nate Gertner. His first bucket of the night is a 3. 11-point lead here by the Mustangs. I think they're going to call a foul on the As he tried to pass from the far side, and that will go against Tate Kimball, will be his second. Englewood to inbounds midcourt as they get it into Brazil in the back court, being guarded by Gertner. Now two more. Now it's going to be thrown off of Tate Kimball and out of bounds. So Englewood to throw the ball in as they're having a couple of substitutions here for the Pirates. And they will inbounds near side in the front court. Mustangs up 33-22. They get it into Ondak. Shot is going to be up, no good. Rebounded by Colbreth. His shot is going to be up and good. Now to Gherkin on that left wing. Picks up the dribble. Gets it underneath to Breidenbach. He tries to get it out, and it's going to be taken away by Hayes into the hands of Colbreth. Colbreth is going to have his pocket picked by Gertner on the far side as Fort Morgan looks to run this up. Get it underneath to Gertner. And he's going to kick it off into the corner to McBride. McBride drives that baseline, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Colbreth down on the baseline. So Colbreth now with three. 3 team fouls on the Pirates, 1 on Fort Morgan. As Colbreth is given a little time here to tie his shoe as the Mustangs will inbounds left baseline of their basket, leading by 9, 33-24. Little lob into McBride. It is up and good. Nice lob there by Kimball, 35-24. Ball is going to be taken by Gertner on the pass into the middle. Gertner, his layup is going to be up and good by Nate Gertner. Now to Colbreth. He gets it across midcourt, going to be double teamed. He gets it into the hands of Hayes. The ball is going to be taken away. Going to be taken by Tate Kimball, and his layup is going to be up and good by Kimball. So the Mustangs starting to run away with it here now in this second half, up 39-24. So Pirates will take a full timeout. So we'll take one with them with the Mustangs up 39-24 on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel with Claudia Nickel here at Englewood High School. Julie Garcia running the boards for us tonight back at Fort Morgan. Mustangs lead 39-24 as the Pirates inbounds far end of the court. They get it into Ondak. Now it's going to be taken away. Another turnover as McBride steps in front of that, tips it to Breidenbach, and he takes it all the way down the lane, and he is going to be fouled, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to go on Brazil. That will be his third. So Breidenbach to the line where he was 1 of 1 last time there, and he misses the first. So he will have a second one here as he was fouled on the shot at the basket. Make this a 16-point lead. That free throw is up and good for Breidenbach. 9 points on the night as the net gets hung up again on the rim. Get that cleared away. Now the Pirates 2 inbounds. As they get the ball into the hands of Brazil. Back to Ondak, but it's going to be taken away. Gertner with the layup, up and good by Nate Gertner. It was tipped by Kimball. And then taken away by the Mustangs. Now the layup is going to be up and good by Colbreth. It looks like they're going to call a foul on Gertner, I believe. And that will be his first. So Colbreth back to the line to shoot 2, where he was 0 for 2 in the first quarter. So Connor Shaver into the game for the Mustangs. Trey McBride comes out. Free throw is up and good. By Colbreth, down to the hands of Gertner on the right side. Back to Kimball, now over to Gherkin on the left side for a 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Breidenbach. Now Gertner for a 3 from the right side. That is up, bounces around and no good. Rebounded by Shaver. Now back to tried to get it to Gertner, but it was intercepted by the Pirates. As Brazil now brings it into the front court to set up the offense for the Pirates. Kovac over on the left side. Now to Ondak down at the left baseline. Back to Kovac. Now to Ondak out at the left wing. He drives the baseline. His layup is going to be up and no good. Tipped out to Brazil for a three from the right corner. And that is up and no good. Run down though by Kovac. Gets it in front of Shaver. Now they're going to call a reach foul on Kimball. That will be 3 on Tate. As Derek Bain will come into the game now for Nate Gertner. Looks like Ondak come down on somebody's foot or something. He hobbles off over to the bench. So the Englewood Pirates will inbound left baseline of their basket. And Schroeder looks to trigger it in. They get it in to Kovac, but it's going to be off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. So they will try the inbounds play now on the right side of the basket. Mustangs up 42-27 with 3:47 to go here, third period. Kicks it back out to Brazil. Brazil for a three, and that is up and good for Brazil. His first three of the night. Tate Kimball now to Derek Bain out on the right wing. Back to Kimball over to Gherkin. Gherkin drives it down, then is going to get pinned in the corner. They're going to call a reach foul down on the corner. I believe that's going to be Hayes. That will be his first. Team fifth. 3 team fouls on the Mustangs. As Kimball gets it in to Bain. Now to Gherkin. Gherkin fakes the three, drives it into the lane. His jumper is going to be off the rim and no good. Tipped around, and Gherkin gets the rebound. And the shot is going to be up, and they're going to count it for Drew Gherkin as he was bumped on the shot. So Gherkin with the bucket. And the free throw, 44-30 now. Fort Morgan with 3:13 to go here in this third period. Martinez comes in for Culbreth for the Pirates. So Gherkin will shoot the one free throw, and that is up and good for Gherkin. 6 points on the night for Drew. Fort Morgan with the full court press once again. You get the ball to Kovac up in the front court. Now they're going to call a blocking foul. See if that's going to be on Derek Bain. We'll see if that's who they put that on. And it will be on Bain. That will be his first. Team fourth. So the Pirates will inbounds left baseline of their basket. As they look to get it in, they get it into Brazil. Brazil now out at the point, kicks it off to Hayes. Hayes drives it in. Now he kicks it out for a three from the outside by Schroeder. Up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. He gets it into the hands of Kimball as he gets it up into the front court. 2:49 to go. 45-30 Fort Morgan. They have broken this open here. It was a 7-point lead at halftime. So Gherkin out at the point, gets it off to Bain. Now pass underneath, and shot is going to be up and good by Connor Shaver. His first bucket of the night, 3 points on the night. Shot from the corner is going to be up and no good, going to be tipped around and taken by Schroeder. He gets it out to Brazil, now to Hayes out at the point. Trevor Link getting ready to come in for the Mustangs. Shot from the left side is going to be Brazil once again, another three. So Englewood will call a timeout, but we will keep it right here. We'll go back and get one of these sponsors here. The first Fort Morgan score of the second half was brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank, a bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. They are on the cutting edge of banking. Stop by 321 Anson and see what options they have available. Morgan Federal Bank, there is a difference. So Trevor Link ready to come into the ball game here after this timeout is over with. We'll see who he is replacing don't know if on deck, they must be working on him back behind there. Looks like they're going to try to tape his ankle possibly. So Trevor Link into the game. Now we have a stoppage of play here. Oh, Fort Morgan had 6 players on the court. So Link had come in for Breidenbach. He finally left the court. So Englewood to catch up with the Mustangs here at half court. Shot is going to be up and no good, tipped around and finally taken underneath. They're going to call Kimball for the travel. Now they get the ball into Hayes. Hayes over to Schroeder, and they get the ball up court with Brazil. 47-33, Fort Morgan with a minute 43 here in this third period. Brazil drives it down. Now they're going to have a foul out on the floor against Fort Morgan. And that will go against Drew Gherkin, his second, team 5th here in this second half. Brazil looks to trigger the ball in here, gets it in to Schroeder out at the left wing. Now back to Brazil. Out at the point to Hayes. He drives it all the way down. Shot is going to be up and no good. Not a very good shot as they get the ball out quickly to Drew Gherkin. Gherkin is up and good with the layup. 5 points here in this third period for Drew Gherkin. Now they get the ball to Hayes. Englewood loses possession. And it goes out of bounds, so the Mustangs will inbounds in the back court. Leading 49-33 with a minute 10 to go here, third period. Kimball to Gherkin out on the left high wing. He drives it down, going to take it all the way in, and then it's going to be caught by Bain. Kimball now stops. He's going to give it to Link, back to Kimball. Into the corner to Gherkin. Now he drives it out, gives it to Link, back to Kimball to Bain. Right side, Bain drives the baseline, kicks it out to Gherkin in the left corner. Link for a deep three, and that is off no good, but right at the basket, but up and no good, but rebounded on the opposite side is Connor Shaver for the bucket. Almost taken away by the Mustangs. Connor Shaver on the far side. But he ends up tipping it out of bounds, so the Pirates to inbounds far side in the front court. As the Mustangs on defense, man-to-man defense here. Schroeder kicks it back out to Kovac. Kovac picks up his dribble now out to Brazil out at the point, being guarded by Gherkin. Three from the right side is off the rim and no good. Tipped around and taken away by Link. Now it's going to be taken away from Link by Kovac. Blocked shot by Derek Bain. Pirates with possession. They get it in to Schroeder. Down to 3 seconds, down to 2 seconds. If it goes, it'll count. That shot is up and no good. So an 18-point lead here at the end of 3 with the Mustangs up 51-33 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Englewood High School to start this fourth period of play. The Mustangs up 51-33. Nate Gertner, Austin Breidenbach, Drew Gherkin, Tate Kimball, and Trey McBride into the game for the Mustangs. As the Pirates will inbounds, half court being double teamed now is Brazil. That's going to call a blocking foul. Is that going to go on Kimball? That will be on Tate. That will be his fourth. So Connor Shaver back into the game for the Mustangs. Kimball will take a seat for a little bit. Mustangs up 18, 51-33. Moore gets it into Brazil. Now back to Moore out at the left wing. Back to Kovac. Now to Moore on the left side. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. Gherkin hesitates, drives it to the lane. Now backs back out to the right wing. Now they're going to call him for the travel. Turnover by the Mustangs. First one here, fourth one in the second half. as Brazil now brings the ball up court, gets it over to Schroeder's going to be taken away. Another steal. Layup is going to be up and good by Nate Gertner. Brazil back out to Moore, back to Schroeder on that right side. Another three from the corner is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. You get the ball up to Gertner. Gertner's layup is up and good from the left side. 22-point lead here now for the Mustangs, 55-33. You get it to Schroeder out on the right side, going to be taken away by the Mustangs as McBride brings it all the way down, and they're going to call the offensive foul on McBride. His second. So he tried to take it all the way to the bucket and ended up running over one of the Pirates. So now they will bring it up slowly in the backcourt. Fort Morgan has backed off of their full court press, being up by 22, 55-33. Kovac, Brazil now out at the top. Brazil stops and pops for a three. Now it's off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped around, taken away by Schroeder. Now into the corner to Schroeder from Moore, and that is up and good for the three. Fort Morgan gets the ball up into the front court. Now McBride all the way down. Going to kick it out to Gherkin. Breidenbach for the three, and that's off the rim and no good. Tipped around and taken away by Moore. Now Kovac is up and under, and that is up and good for Isaiah Kovac. 4 points on the night for Kovac. Gherkin for three, and that is up and good for Drew Gherkin. 58-38 with 5:44 to go here in the game. Full court press here once again by the Mustangs. The Englewood Pirates get their offense set up as they get it into the hands of Moore out at the point. Splits the defense, It's going to be a jump ball is going to be called, and that will be possession arrow to the Mustangs. So it looks like Tate Kimball getting ready to come back into the game for Nate Gertner. So nice job here tonight by Nate Gertner. 11 points on the night for Gertner. 5:25 and counting here, fourth period. Breidenbach give and go now. Jumper up and no good by Shaver. That shot is up and no good, but rebounded by Brazil. With 5 minutes to go here, fourth period. They get the ball underneath to Hahn. Shot up and no good, rebounded by McBride. Breidenbach on the right side goes up for the layup from the baseline. That is up and good for Austin Breidenbach. Brazil now to Kovac into Hahn. Going to give and go, but it's going to be taken away by Bain. Saved at the baseline. Nice job by Connor Shaver to inbound to save it to Kimball. Now Gherkin for a three from the left side. That's off the rim and no good. But they're going to call a foul on Englewood, I believe, on the rebound. And I believe that is going to go on Schroeder. Let's see who they... That will be on Schroeder. That will be his fourth. So Derek Bain into the game. Gherkin to take a seat. Trevor Link into the game. Nate Gertner out. So Austin Breidenbach to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Hahn. Now a timeout is going to be taken by the Englewood Pirates. So we'll take one with them with 4:26 left here in the game, and the Mustangs up 60-38 on B106 and B106.com. 4:26 to go here. Fort Morgan up 60-38 as they will be on defense. The Pirates to inbounds in front of the scorer's table on the far side. They get the ball into the hands of Brazil. They get it underneath the Hahn and off of his hands and out of bounds. So turnover by the Pirates as they run the ball down Finally get it back up into to the ref. No, McBride to inbounds as he gets it in to Kimball. So we have Tate, Kimball, McBride, Link, Breidenbach, and Bain on the floor for the Mustangs. Kimball underneath to McBride. McBride into the lane. That's going to be taken away, but he gets it back. Bain for the three, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Martinez. Going to be taken away by the Mustangs' Tate Kimball. And then he is going to be fouled in the back court. I believe that will be on Colbreth, his fourth. Team eighth, so that will send, well, that is 5 on him. Missed one along the way someplace. So Colbreth is done for the night. Tate Kimball will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He is 4 of 5 so far tonight from the free throw line. That free throw is up and good. So he is now 5 of 6 tonight from the free throw line. 61-38 Fort Morgan with 3:56 in the fourth period. That free throw also up and good for Kimball. As the net got hung up in the rim once again, but the ref jumped up and got it unhooked, and everybody gave him a applause for being able to jump up there to get it. Oh, here we're going to go with the stuff as McBride steals up and good for the two-handed stuff by McBride. 64-38 with 3:40 to go. Kovac now with it. It's going to be taken away by Kimball. Kimball for the layup, and that is going to be up and good for Tate Kimball. .28 lead here for the Mustangs with 3:18 to go. Ball is going to be tipped and taken away by Link as he looks to get it out. Brings the ball up court. Kicks it off to Kimball in the corner. His three is up and good for Tate Kimball. Fort Morgan has found the range here in this second half. They're now up by 31, 69-38. With just under 3 minutes to go as another turnover. McBride gets it off to Breidenbach. Breidenbach's layup is going to be up and good. So we have a 30-second timeout taken here. So we'll just keep it here for right now. Fort Morgan outscored the Pirates 24-13 in that third period, and they've just broken it wide open here in this fourth period where they finally put some pressure on the Pirates, and they couldn't handle the pressure, and number of turnovers here as Fort Morgan has outscored the Pirates 20-5 here in this fourth period. Turnovers in this fourth period, we have 9 in this fourth period by the Pirates and 2 by Fort Morgan. Had 14, so that's what, 23 turnovers for the Pirates here so far in this contest. Brazil now brings the ball up into the front court for the Pirates. Gets it off to Hayes. Now a deep three, and that is going to be no good by Martinez. As Gherkin tries to save the ball, but ends up stepping on the, baseline. Englewood to inbounds, right baseline of their basket. We have a foul underneath on the inbounds. And that is going to go on Derek Bain. His second, so that will send Hahn to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 8 team fouls apiece on the teams here, with Fort Morgan up 71-38. Hahn's first free throw is up and good. His first point of the night. So Fort Morgan, Michael Lauk is into the game. Derek Bain, Drew Gherkin, Trevor Link, and Luis Garcia on the floor for the Mustangs. Second free throw also up and good for Hahn. As Link gets the ball into the front court, gets it off to Bain out on the high right wing, now to Garcia. Garcia being guarded by Brazil, and they're going to have a hand check foul. And that will be on Brazil, be his fourth. And that will send Luis Garcia to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That first free throw is in and out, rebounded by Bain. That shot up and no good, rebounded by Lauk. Now back to Bain, or to Bain. That three is up and no good by Link. But a foul is going to be called on the rebound. And that will send Englewood to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And that foul was on Gherkin, his third. So that will send Hayes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 2:08 to go here, 71-40. Fort Morgan, that free throw is up and good by Hayes. His first point of the night. Second free throw upcoming here for Hayes. And it is up and in and out, rebounded by Derek Bain. Gets it into the hands of Gherkin. Gherkin drives it into the lane at the elbow. Stops and gets it back out to Garcia. Now to Lockout on the right side. Gets it underneath to Bain. Bain into the lane. Kicks it back out to Gherkin. Gherkin into the lane. Takes the layup. Is going to be up and no good. They're going to have a foul called on the shot attempt. And I believe that will be on Hahn. That will be on Hahn. That is his first. Team 10th. So Drew Gherkin will go to the line to shoot two. He is 50% so far from the night from the free throw line. That one hits the front of the rim and rolls in. 31-point lead here for the Mustangs, 72-41 with a minute 48. Second free throw rolls around and is no good. Rebounded by Hahn. Gets it in to Hayes. Hayes gets it up into the front court now to Wyatt as he has come into the game. Now to Hayes. That shot is going to be up and it's going to be blocked, but they're going to call a foul on the shot by Fort Morgan. And I believe that will be on Gherkin. That will be his fourth. So Monty Hayes, a 5'11 sophomore at the free throw line. His first free throw is up and no good. So Brazil goes out and Moore comes back in for the Pirates with a minute 36 to go. First free throw was no good. Second one is going to hit the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Lauk as he gets it into the hands of Link. Now back to Lauk to Gherkin over on the far side. Now to Bain. Drew Gherkin all the way to the bucket up for the layup, but it is blocked and he is fouled on the shot, and that will be by Moore. Be his third. So Drew Gherkin back to the line to shoot two more. With a minute 22, and that is up and no good. So they have four fouls on Moore. So Gherkin's next shot rolls around and goes in. Hayes brings the ball up into the front court, being guarded now by Bain. Now they're going to have another foul called here on Fort Morgan, and that will go against Michael. Let's see who that's going to be on. That will be on Luis Garcia, his first. So Monty Hayes back to the line to shoot two. That first one is up and good for Hayes. 2 points on the night for Hayes with a minute 11 to go here. Fort Morgan up 73-42. Second free throw is up and also good. the non-starter is getting some good playing time here at Englewood. Bain now to Garcia out at the point. Now to Gherkin. Now they're going to call an illegal screen, I believe, on Derek Bain. That will be his third, so turnover by the Mustangs as the Pirates will bring the ball in far into the court as we are at a minute to go here in this blowout by the Mustangs, 73-43. Hayes out at the left elbow, now drives it down to the baseline. That shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Lauk. Gets it into the hands of Link. Link now gets it up to Bain out on the high right wing. That to over on the far side to Garcia. Garcia backs it out to Lauk, now to Gherkin. Bain now holds it out high on the high right wing. 25 seconds to go here. Garcia now at the left wing gets it out to Lauk. Now into the corner to Gherkin. Gherkin going to drive it down, and they're going to kick it out to Lauk because they're just going to milk this clock down till the buzzer goes off. We're now down to 5 seconds as Bain gets it off to Link, and that's how this game will come to an end. Mustangs win it by 30, 73-43. We will be back in 3 minutes with a post-game show on B106 and B106.com. This Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu. Here, or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. So the Mustangs with a big win here tonight, 73-43. Scoring for the Englewood Pirates was Culberth with 7, Brazil with 6, Schroeder with 6, Kovac with 4, Martinez with 3, Moore with 2, Hayes with 3, Ondak with 10, and Hahn with 2 for their 43. For the Mustangs, Grayson Garver with 1, McBride with 15, Breidenbach with 13, Nate Gertner with 11, Tate Kimball with 15, Connor Shaver with 5, and Drew Gherkin with 13 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs as they were led throughout the end of the first period. It was 18-14 at the end of the first half, 27-20, and then Fort Morgan broke it open as they outscored the Englewood Pirates 24-13 in the third period, and then outscored them 22-10 in the fourth period to blow this game wide open as they win at 73-43. As far as turnovers are concerned, Fort Morgan with 14 on the night, 22 by Englewood. Mustangs rebounding tonight, we have them for 43 and just 17 for the Englewood Pirates. So nice job on the boards for McBride. I had him down for 13 rebounds and 15 points. So we will pick a player of the game, and that is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center. With 3 locations to serve you better, Sterling Brush and Fort Morgan, your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed. So I think tonight we will give our player of the game to Austin Breidenbach. He had 7 points at the half and then ended up with 13 on the night. Not only the points-wise, but also a nice hustle by Breidenbach on the court tonight for the Mustangs as they pull away big here in this second half and win it 73-43. Our next broadcast will be Friday night as we will be at home with the girls as they will take on Skyview, and that is a 7 o'clock tip Friday night. The Mustangs had it was, as we said, close at halftime, 27-20. So we will go ahead and close this out for the night. The sound engineer and producer for Morgan Mustangs basketball tonight has been Julie Garcia. For Claudia Nickel, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, the final score tonight, Fort Morgan 73, Englewood 43. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Good night, everybody.